My full-time job is buying stuff second-hand and selling it online for a profit. You see me buy stuff from boot sales, charity shops. Today we're going to auction. So I'm not short of stock at all. Shouldn't really be buying, to be honest. Fancied to change, and I got an email through my local auction house. They tend to do general clearances or bailiffs. Like when a company goes under, bailiffs will come and clear it and they'll sell it at this auction. Because boot sales and charity shops are treating me so well, I haven't really had to go to this auction for probably a couple of years now. They sent out their catalogue, I think it's every fortnight, and it's a specialist fine arts and collectibles and like vintage sort of sale. So a bit different to the norm. They usually do it twice a year. They sort of basically hold back the really good stuff, and in one special auction they sell off all the high-end stuff. So before I do this video, go along. I might not buy anything, I'll have a little bid, of course I will, but sort of show you, if you haven't been to an auction, how they work, what to look out for, things to take note of, little hints and tips here and there, and get a bit of auction action hopefully. Tends to be really busy, especially specialist sales, so I don't know if I can film inside or anything, but I'll do my best. So first of all, you want to try an auction, but you don't know where to start. The internet is your friend. Just search up auction houses, general auctions in your area or in your county. You might have to travel, but Google and Facebook, places like that, that is your place to go. So now you found one, you need to take note of the commission. This is probably the most important thing you need to take note of, especially if you're going to buy. So at my first auction, I didn't realise you bid and bought something, then it had money on top. So I believe this auction I go to is 20%. So say I win something for £10, they add 20%, so it'll be £12. But then there's VAT as well on the 20%. So on that £2, there's also another 40p, is that right? So my £10 bid is actually going to be £12.40 I'm going to pay. You need to take note of that, because some auctions can go as high as like 25% plus VAT. Yeah, it can get quite steep. This is quite important to go to, because you could find something really good that looks nice on the catalogue, all keyworded and written out nice. You could have a blind bid, win something really cheap, you think you've made a load of profit, but you get there to pick it up and pay and it's knackered, broken or something like that. So the viewing day is very important. Another thing to take note of, especially with general auctions where they're clearing everything has to sell, you could get clumped with one or more other lots before your lot. So before, I've had an issue where I didn't realise that I've won also a whole wardrobe along with the stuff that I bought, which I think was like cameras, but the one before didn't sell, which was a wardrobe. And then suddenly I got a wardrobe, I'm responsible for that. So that tends to be general auctions, like I said, not antique auctions. So hopefully it doesn't get that today. So you've been to the viewing, you've seen what you like, it's in good condition, but now you've got to set yourself a budget, because during the moment of bidding, someone's bidding against you, you suddenly want it, you're going to bid too high, commission on top, VAT on top, suddenly you're breaking even or making not enough to make it worth it. All I do, really simple, on my auction catalogue, just write down next to it your sort of maximum bid. Then obviously you can be really strict with it, maybe go 1 or 2 bids above maximum, but yeah, just a little note so jogs your memory so you don't get caught up in the auction fever. Before you go bowling and bidding and everything when you've never done it before, maybe go and just watch how it's working out. So the sort of rhythm of the auctioneer, how the bidding process works, how he sort of goes up. So he might go 2, 4, 6, but then when it gets to 10 he might jump up to £4, because auctions can start low, but once it gets going and it's quick, it soon racks up, and suddenly you're bidding up in fivers, so 50, 55, 60, and then it jumps up like that. So yeah, maybe take half hour or so just to get the rhythm, see how things are feeling before you go storming in and you're not really sure what's going on. Because usually it's between 2 people, so 2 people get bidding, the auctioneer will go back and forth between them 2 people only, then once one drops out then you can put your bid in. That's another thing I got caught out on. I didn't realise it was sort of 2 people at a time. I thought it could be as many as you want, like it'll go in threes, like bid, 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 bid. Like with this one at least, it's like between 2 people, when one drops out then you can jump in if the price is still good. Just coming down the road now, I think that's everything you really need to know. It's quite basic, some technicalities and things you need to know about, which I've covered, but now you should be good to go to hit your first auction. Got my eye on a couple of things, but I'm not sure I'll win them because competition is very high. Boot sales, obviously you're there for an hour, you're buying loads of stuff dirt cheap, hopefully. to make loads of money on. With this, everyone's got a chance to research, everyone knows exactly what it is, there's loads of dealers, so you're not going to look at margins of like 5 times your money in that. Well, you might do if you find a sleeper. Auctions, it takes a lot of time. Obviously there's viewing, there's going through the catalogue, there's researching, and on the day as well. You don't have to go in person if you don't want to. You can leave a commission bid, so on the viewing day you can leave a bid with the auctioneer. So say lot number 50, you want to bid a maximum of 50 quid, you can put that down and then the auctioneer should go up, and then that's your maximum bid, up to 50, and then you could win it for like 30, 35. But obviously depends on the auctioneer. You could put down 50 maximum and you win it for 50. Or you could miss out when you could have gone maybe a bid on 2 more, but obviously that's your maximum bid then. Then if you don't want to make it there, you don't want to write down commission bids, you want a more live interaction, you can have telephone bids. Not all auctions do this. This one does, I've done it a few times. You can leave your, obviously, name and number and what lots you want to be telephoned with. Say again, lot number 50 comes up, they'll phone you at 48 or 49, and then you just bid like you would in person. Then if your maximum bid comes up, you could go one more if you really want, or you can sort of control it a bit better. So if you put a commission bid down for 50, win it for 50, it's a bit dodgy tactics by the auctioneer to obviously get a bigger price than they might have got if he was in person. But telephone bid, you've got more control, so you can start lower and end lower than your max. Now, that should be everything. Obviously I'm going in person, got my eye on a couple of things to try and film in there, but it's probably going to be really busy, so I might not be able to film much, but I'll try and get at least one of me bidding, hopefully winning. But yeah, it's always exciting to go to an auction. It does get boring though if you're suddenly waiting 100 lots in between your next bid. So yeah, let's get in there. It's busy.
2 down. 4 cross, China left. Country club, bars, 51.
Nice, sir.
30 big, 35, 40 pound, 45, 40 pound. 5 anywhere, or somewhere in the way goes to 47.
Gucci.
Big China there, whatever your weight goes. Walcott bars, ornaments, China, 56 pound, 32, 35, 38, 40 pound, 38, 65, 70 pound, 75, 75, 80 pound, no, 75, 80 anywhere at the back. Ashley bars, vintage, glass, cash register there, not 65. We're doing 400, 500 pound, 3, 100 pound I bid, 110 anywhere, 110, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1 pound, 10, 20, 230, 240, 250, 260, 70. Right at the back, 380. Any more? 400 pound of fresh plates, 420. 400 pound, no, finished. Down here, no mistake. Bids at 400.
Christ. So the cash register went for 400 plus 20% commission, 480 and 380 on the 80. 96.
45, 50
so the 400 bid is now 496 pounds per cash register. Pretty sure it's not worth too much more than that, so I'm not sure if it's to keep or if it is worth maybe £1,000, maybe less, but it's a really small one. Yeah, prices are looking high today. Gonna have a go on the next one. Some sort of Ferrari mobile phone. Going against my own tips, I think worth a couple of hundred.
Ferrari,
See what it goes for. Here we go. 91. See what it goes for.
150, 150 then put them in. £30. No, £30 a bit. £40 I got. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, £100. £90 right at the back for nothing here. Be done with it. Selling there and away goes at 90 anymore. Correct.
Prices are going silly high, it seems, so we won't win anything. Well, a painting just went for £12,000. 12 grand. Edward Bowden. Never heard of him. But mine next lot's coming up.
£20. No. £20 a bid. 25. £30. 35. £40. 45. £50. £45. £50 a bit. 55. No, £50. You're away.
Drop out at 50. Nearly one. Vintage Ralph.
Gents on the label jumpers and jackets 134.
This one. See if we can get this cheaper. Let's see.
£60, 40, £20 put them in. 20. £20 I bid, mate.
Yep.
22 I got. 25, 28, £30. Yep. 32, 35, 38, £40. Yep. 42, 45, 48. £50, 52, 55, 55, 58, £60.
Missed out. 2 out of 2 have lost.
8 gents inside the label leather jackets and coats, 125.
It's going to go for this one as well.
£60,
it's got a nice
40,
thing.
£20 put them in. £20 a bit, 25, £30, yep. 35, £40, 45, £50, 55, £60. £55.
Missed out again. There's a couple of decent brands, but not enough after fees.
40, £20 per pound.
Oh, wife's calling.
45, £50,
Hello. Yeah, stuff's going very expensive. Yeah, I've tried to bid, haven't won anything. What? There's a painting that went for £12,000. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but 12 grand. Mad.
£50, £30 per main, 20, £30.
Right, it's in a bit.
35,
Bye, bye.
45.
So coming up, my last lot I think, cowboy boots. There's like a job lot of cowboy boots. They can go well. I don't know what brands. I did try and look yesterday what brands, but I couldn't seem to find any.
£20 a bid, 25, £30, 35, £40, 45, £50, 55, £50.
Well,
Last up, yeah.
kitchen in the auction room.
£20 put them in.
Just sold Polaroid camera. £41.39, cost me a £5. That's a better markup. No, I think that's me done. Had another look at the cowboy boots. They're going for 45 to 55, then commission on top of that. Decided not to. Probably could have and made a bit of money, but they weren't in the best of conditions. They were really worn. A few of them had missing insoles and stuff. So yeah, decided against it. I've got enough footwear. Hope you enjoyed today's video, even though I don't buy anything. That's how an auction tends to go. Obviously, like I said at the start, people are researching from viewing day, so they know what things they're going for. It's basically who wants to make the less amount of profit. So to wrap up, auctions, they take a lot of time, it's very expensive, but you can find an odd hidden gem. There might have been a hidden gem today. But yeah, for me personally, how I run things and what I pick up on that's why I don't really come to auctions very often, because obviously I've taken out a couple of hours of my day today and an hour yesterday, like viewing and stuff, researching, and I've come away with nothing. So not really much value to the business. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back at a boot sale, of course, this weekend, so I'll see you then. See you in a bit.